Again, we are delighted to have you here. And my name is Sarah Sampaio, and I will be the host of our event today. I'm the host for a lot of our online programs here at the Chi Center. And I'm just really enjoying my job. It's been a really fun last year. We've done a lot more online, as everybody has, I'm sure, and really building and expanding our community and our connections with one another. So just want to introduce our topic for today. We're going to be talking about the keys to unlock your natural capacity to heal. We have an amazing program that we have put together that we are so excited to share with you. And we've got some slides that we put together that are going to help, play it all out for you, expel it all out. Let me go ahead and bring Master Mingtong on just real quick. I want you to say hello while I get my slides up and going. So spotlight everyone for you.
Hello. Welcome everybody. Yeah, as Sarah mentioned, such a surprise gift to have this internet online technology allow us to connect again. So quite a amazing blessing, truly amazing blessing. So I want to welcome you and connecting with all of you energetically. So everything we're sharing is about, sharing the good energy for health, healing, happiness, and deeper fulfillment of all levels as a human being. So we are here to remind each other, what it takes to realize the ultimate fulfillment, all the beautiful goal, the same goal we want for health and happiness fulfillment. Welcome you again.
All right. Yes. So welcome everyone. And yes, we have to share with you a really special program about our new vision for Qigong for Life Mastery. It is all about empowering you with the tools to make a difference in your life, the tools to heal from multiple chronic diseases, upgrade the baseline of your health, and live your life with more energy, health, happiness, and fulfillment. We want to empower you to discover how to unlock your capacity to heal. So often healing and awakening is such a complex thing. We've got all these symptoms and we've got this causing this and this complex entanglement of reasons and causes and trauma and diagnoses. And what if there was a system where you could let go of all that complexity and make it really simple, that you could focus on the cause of healing, where you could tap into the wisdom of Qigong, these ancient secrets, without having to travel across the world. I met Master Mingtong, over 10 years ago and started studying with him. He is just an amazing teacher, an amazing person. And one of the things that so many people are really inspired about by him is his joy, his simplicity. He's been teaching wisdom healing Qigong for over 20 years, and he did train at the Medicineless Hospital in China. He was named as the Master of the Year by the 13th World Congress for Qigong and Traditional Chinese Medicine. And he's spoken at many distinguished events, also featured on PBS. And I love this picture. He's a father of two beautiful children and the founder of the amazing Chi Center. We saw a nice aerial view of that while we were waiting for this webinar to begin. He's taught wisdom healing Qigong to tens of thousands of people around the world. And he's the creator of our Qigong for Life Mastery online training programs. And here's just a few of the course headings that we have. We've got over, 7 years, if you would like to really dive in deep and explore of online materials. In this way, through this online course, you can experience the benefits of wisdom healing Qigong from your own home. So speaking of your home, let's start out by tell us where you are in the world. Type in the chat box, just let us know where you're tuning in from, It's always such a joy to see how we can just bridge not only states, but countries and oceans and cultures and come together to meet on these online webinars, online classes, and these live streams. And it really creates a beautiful family, kind of a world family, all having the same intentions of healing and happiness and deep joy. So beautiful. We've got Connecticut, Canada, lots of places across the US. Wonderful to have you all here. Pittsburgh, that was my original hometown. Lovely to have you here. I'm in Colorado now. We've settled here, my husband military, so we've moved a lot, lived in a lot of places. All right, so as we begin, we want to share this fun little practice that we love to do here in Qigong called La Qi. And I'm going to bring Master Mingtong on to lead us in this experience of very simple and very powerful practice.
So welcome again. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for this session. So really we're here together to enjoy not only the presence of each other, but really go deeper into a heart, into a mind, body, or spirit to discover, what is important, what is beneficial, what is we're looking for, and how to truly realize our dream, our full potential. So in Wisdom Healing Qigong, the most important key is discovering energy. So recognizing everything is made of energy. This physical body, the physical experience, phenomena existing around you, it's all made of energy. But more than that is the whole universe. There's more energy than what we can see, than we can scientifically even measure. So in the ancient tradition, we call Qi, this invisible energy is a source of light, source of happiness, source of health, source of healing, source of realization. So this simple practice, on one hand, is very simple, but it's really a powerful demonstration for you to experience, access the invisible energy. So let's go back to actually the slides a little bit, if you can, Sarah. So same time, just follow the slides, put your hands, in front of you. Put your hands in front of you comfortably, So imagine your hands holding an energy ball of light, like a bloom, very subtle. You want to move slowly, expanding, then gathering. Just simply follow the rhythm as the video is demonstrating right now. Continuously relaxing your body, moving as slow as you can. Just your own comfortable pace. Relaxing your finger, your wrist, your elbow, moving as slowly as you can. Now letting go of the visual image, just gently close your eye. Playfully imagining, visualizing a ball of light between your hands. You can playfully open, expanding this ball of light, then gathering this ball of light. And playfully imagining, visualizing, there's an infinite energy in the universe. Your mind, your consciousness can tap into. The simple movement, naturally activating the energy movement. And your imagination, your intention, your concentration, naturally strengthening this connection, this activation. Again, continuously feeling this ball of energy expanding, then gathering, expanding, gathering, expanding, gathering. Now slowly move your hands towards your brain, feeling, imagining this ball of energy gathering to your brain. Energy is source of healing, source of life, source of nourishment. Imagining, feeling this loving, nourishing energy, naturally nourishing the brain, every cell of your brain, the deeper dimension of your brain. Now relaxing, noticing. Now slowly move your hands down to the comfortable position in front of your chest. Imagining this ball of energy as a ball of light permeating the interior of your chest, nourishing all the organ inside of your chest, your heart, your lung, and relaxing, noticing all the sensation, feeling inside of you. Now slowly bring your hands down, playfully imagining this invisible energy moving down into your stomach, lower abdomen, hips, pelvis, thighs, knees, legs, and the feet. Now relaxing, noticing. Simply noticing the sensation, feeling of your body. Now gently moving your body freely, comfortably. And whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes, slowly, slowly. So I'd like to invite you, just take a moment to type in what are you noticing in your body? What are you feeling in your body? Yeah, whatever experience, yeah, you're discovering through the simple practice we just did. Just type in a few words in the chat box. You're offering your feedback, offering, sharing your experience. Continuously inviting everybody, now connecting with your body, connecting with energy. During the session. So again, most important thing we're sharing is the energy, the quality, the benefit of energy, for love, for joy, for healing, for spiritual fulfillment. So while you're sharing, Sarah, I'm going to continue to our next slides and actually sharing a little bit of my own background story. So let's see.
Would you like me to share the slides, Mr. Mingtong?
Actually, yeah, got it. Thank you. So I'm going to tell, before, just first of all, I didn't grow up with wisdom healing Qigong in China. Yeah, I was not really healthy, or happy, fulfilling person. And quite opposite, yeah. I was born with disease and with poverty in many families I lived with. Actually, I was adopted, lived with 4 families until I returned to my birth parents at age of 8. So it's very unstable childhood. I wouldn't say it's happy neither. Yeah, it's always a sense of struggle, sense of loss, sense of instability, uncertainty. So I was really trying very hard to kind of searching for, my place in the world. So one way I was doing is basically study very hard in school. Eventually, study mathematics in graduate school. Eventually, I came to US, to study mathematics in master's degree, then PhD program. Eventually, I discover wisdom. Discover actually fine arts as my passion. So I switched from mathematics to fine arts almost overnight. And during the graduate school in fine arts, and I discovered wisdom healing Qigong. So from the very beginning, I felt strong connection with this very profound teaching and practice. And without realizing the tremendous benefit of healing even in the beginning. So there are many moments, in our life, often we think of is really life-changing. And so, but I have to say, the most important moment in my life is meeting my teacher, Grandmaster Peng Ming, in China. So just going to share some picture here. You can see in this moment, when I met him, I was still as an artist. And my whole being basically experienced something completely new. You may call it even, mystical, cannot be explained, by the rational mind. But that moment, I know my life have to change, and yet didn't realize the implication of that big change until many years later. So I went back to China to study more with him, living in the center, 1 month at a time, 3 months at a time, then eventually, stay there for join the master training program for 1.5 years. So totally living there for almost 2 years and receiving all the teaching from him directly, and same time is practicing with 1,000 people at a time, and really not only observing the incredible healing of myself and the people around me, but more importantly, discover the treasure I was looking for is happiness. And that is not something I had in my childhood. So, but more importantly is also I discover myself and my life purpose. So since then, I've been teaching. So this picture illustrating one of the big change happened at that period of time. I totally shaped myself, changed my identity from artist to a student of Qigong, and eventually, completing my master training program. And the new life started from there. And after return from China, and basically been teaching full-time for 20 years now. So reflecting on my journey, and feel the most important thing is my teacher, Grandmaster Peng Ming. So on one hand, he's the one, able to transmit the ancient wisdom, as well the blessing, as well the amazing, energy he created in the Medicine Qigong Hospital, but also really inspired me, or also empower me to carry the vision forward. So for people who don't know about his background, I want to summarize in the 3 key, why Grandmaster Peng Ming is not only the most important teacher in my life, but what also really created, movement beyond the historical impact of Qigong in China even. So first of all, he is a doctor in both Chinese medicine as well Western medicine. And he studied with 19 different grandmaster from different lineages, Taoist, Confucius, Buddhist, and TCM, martial art, and different tradition. So it's a combination of these schools allow him to integrate what he learned into the system, become a most complete, practical, but also a spiritual wisdom practice system to realize the full potential as human being, particularly applying to the healing of chronic condition. So because of that, he did all the work, not only from his own learning, practicing, and teaching, but also all the research work, all application from the ancient tradition, ancient wisdom to the modern time, particularly for health, for life fulfillment. So because of that, give me such deeper connection, deeper level of confidence, realizing, oh, I don't have to search anymore. He did all the work for us. I didn't have to, go to different workshop, different teacher, try different thing, spending all the money, trying to validating what is working or not, what is the best or not. Of course, we all want not only something is working for us, but also want the best teacher, want the best system, and also a complete system, so to speak, for health as well as spiritual awakening. So from my experience, from his background, and I realizing that is the case. So for that reason, I have been 100% dedicated from students, since 30 years ago, and continuously teaching full-time last 20 years. So even I had experience of living in the center for 2 years, receiving so much teaching, practicing with 1,000 people, ongoing basis for a long time. But then in all these years of teaching students, I'm realizing, people don't have the condition or, the possibility as I had. So often people come, to a workshop, to courses, to retreat. They learn as much as possible, more like educational, learn the information. Then they go home trying to do their best, do the best to practice on their own, So that's, I call, it's a common process in the West, a self-oriented process, And that is very different from what I experienced in, the Qigong Center. So normally students living there and practicing with a large group consistently, at least for 1 month. So the result from the experiment, the statistics, after people enroll in the program and they have to have a medical checkup according to conventional test, medicine, medical test, and then compare the result after the month-long program. If it's measurably changed according to the medical stand, then we say it's effective. So without, other medications. So basically, that is quite incredible because that's concerned with incurable, chronic condition, most of the cases. So the result is 95% effective rate for 200 different kind of disease, and collected from more than 200,000 cases. So the result is came out of 1 month of intense engagement in a center. And that's something I want to really clarify for everybody. So, and most people even live there more than a month, up to 3 months. Many people even become teachers and healer after they recover themselves from often life-threatening disease. So that was the ideal cases as I experienced in China. But then suddenly I realized a big gap, big gap. People come, for whatever time frame, usually is short time frame. So I have 2 problems to solve. First problem, people not able to travel to take, in-person workshop or retreat. And the second problem is, even after taking workshop retreat, and rarely, most people cannot creating a consistent or effective and beneficial or powerful, practice as their experience in the training. So these are two big problems I realized. So from that realization, we created this online program. So it's a training program, allow you not only continuously learning, but more importantly, continuously practicing with a master teacher and continuously supported by community, the energy of the collective, but not only for a short period of time, but for a period of time, in case, this new program we're going to share with you is you can commit it starting 1 year first. Then you can generating the result which is compatible to a long-term retreat such as 1 or 2 months. And so from my experience, not only personal experience, but also experience of students, often they come to, workshop, retreat, experiencing incredible shift, incredible change, incredible benefit. Then often they go home, that effect kind of weighed off, and they don't know how to creating, sustainable benefit, which is based on deeper change of energy pattern inside of us. So that is the deeper, realization, and allow me to commit it. Not only the online program in the beginning was months at a time, 2 months at a time, is short time frame. And eventually, again, as I said, the problem I realized inspired me to create this ongoing program is based on, my own experience and also experience of tens of thousands of students realizing what they need, but same times of 10 years of offering online training program, even before the pandemic. So that is the background story for us to create this new program in another level of commitment. So we can to share this, in this webinar. So for you to realize, how to realize the maximum benefit. So really, it's a bridge for you realizing not only just intention, not only just trying different things, but how to fully realize your vision, especially for the new year, for this year, why in this uncertain time of pandemic. So that is our continuous commitment. So I'm going to have Sarah share some story, in this case from Tom Luswick.
Yeah, so Tom, he struggled for many decades with multiple diagnoses, including Sherman's disease, since the age of 12. He had severe anxiety, black mold infection, Lyme disease, pain syndromes, even stage 3 Hodgkin lymphoma, cancer, severe neurological pain. He had a failed gallbladder, had to do emergency gallbladder surgery, sleep disorders, severe PTSD, on and on. He had multiple surgeries, spinal surgeries, and all of the medication that goes along with it. He had such severe pain. He was on so many medications. He got to a point where he really, I've got a little clip here. Let's cut there the explanation. Let me jump to let Tom explain it. He shares it best in this little clip. Let me jump to the next one. Oh, well, you're sharing your screen. There you go.
There we go.
I heard of the story that he came on wheelchair in the airport. And of course, once he's in retreat, he's sitting most time actually on the floor, lying down on the floor, sitting on the floor. Then over the days, he gradually sitting more on the chair, and his energy was really low, was very fragile. So he sustained in most of practice with great effort. And then the main practice we did as a movement, and actually I discovered later he was going through extreme pain. And I think for most people probably give up easily. And yet he really persisted in spite of greater pain
I'm kind of gung-ho, but the first thing he says we're going to do is we're going to do spinal twists. Well, my spine's fused from the bottom to almost the middle. And the doctor that operated on me said, listen, you can do a lot of things, but you can never twist again, because the twisting is going to put too much torsion on your surgery and the discs above your surgery. So don't ever twist again. And the first thing we're doing is this movement. And so I'm kind of at a point, I'm really literally concerned about whether I'm going to live or not. So I don't care. It's like, I'm going, what have I got to lose? So I start twisting, and it's opens up huge amounts of pain. I've got all this scar tissue, areas I've never moved before. And at one point, I can't remember at the end of the third day or the fourth day when it happened, but all of a sudden, I had this amazing opening in my spine, and this energy popped up from the bottom of my spine all through the top of my head. And it was like this just huge amount of energy and voltage. And I had this connection, a spiritual connection that I had never, ever experienced before. And it literally blew me away.
Such a profound experience. And you know, a lot of people come to wisdom healing Qigong frustrated with their health, frustrated that they've just tried everything. And like Tom did, tried so many different things, and things kept deteriorating. And he got to a point where he was so frustrated, he thought, well, I don't have anything to lose. He comes to retreat and he makes huge progress, and he goes back home, and over time, the progress starts to diminish. And so he comes back to retreat, you know, jump starts his healing progress again. And again, he experiences this diminish. And, you know, his experience was a major inspiration for Master Mingtong creating this program to help have a sustainable, ongoing support system, a structure to keep that experience going and to keep you on your healing journey, your healing path. You know, in the past, people had to spend tens of thousands of dollars to figure out what worked. And like Tom experienced, even with that, it still wasn't working. What if you didn't have to spend all of that money, all of that time, and you could receive the tools and methodologies to practice and integrate healing wisdom and shift physical and emotional patterns to unlock your capacity to heal on your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual dimensions? I mean, personally, that's really exciting. I like to keep things simple. So Master Mingtong is going to share with us next some very simple practices that we can do together. I thought that was next.
So yeah, let's do experience. Have a new background now. So actually inviting everybody to standing up for a couple of minutes, just standing up comfortably in front of screen and standing a shoulder width. So I'm going to give you a simple instruction, just guiding the practice while I'm still sitting. And so basically you're standing up. Yeah, standing up, continue standing up. So then basically feet about shoulder width, just comfortable. Don't worry about how big should open. And then simply relaxing your hands, arms in front of you to your comfortable position, to your own comfortable position. So whenever you feel too intense, you can lower down the hands, arms to a comfortable level. Now, with the intention of relaxing, noticing, embracing all the sensation, feeling, and acknowledging the discomfort, even the pain, instead of running away from them. Yeah. Now, slowly rotating your spine towards your left side, as slow as you can, as slow as you can. Low back, middle back, upper back. Then relaxing, noticing. Just simply soften your shoulder. Then slowly circling halfway towards the front. Now repeating the movement, slowly, mindfully. Rotating from your low back, middle back, upper back. Holding the position, relax, relax, Now gently close your eye, embracing all the sensation feeling inside of you, both comfortable and uncomfortable, with the intention of accepting your own body, with the intention of relaxation. Now slowly circling towards the front with your eyes closed. Continue circling to your right side with your own best effort. Now relaxing to the position. Now embracing all the sensation feeling inside of you. In spite of any pain, any discomfort. Feeling, connecting, accepting your own body. Acknowledging the energy is awakening, opening inside of you. Now slowly circling halfway towards front. One more time. Rotating to your right side, slowly, as slow as you can. Relaxing, noticing. Embracing all the sensation feeling inside of your body. Now slowly circling to the front. Relaxing, noticing. Now slowly lifting your hands upward in front of you, above your head, 10 palm facing down, relaxing, noticing. Now move your hands down slowly with the intention of gathering the invisible energy to your brain, gathering the invisible energy into your throat, chest, stomach, lower abdomen. Pelvic, thighs, knees, legs, and feet, just noticing. Noticing any new sensation, feeling. The aliveness, the intensity, the power, the energy, movement, sensation inside of you. Just simply noticing. So whenever you're ready, you can transition back to your chair comfortably. So while you're noticing, what you are experiencing, inviting you just to share in the chat box. What are you noticing? What is the experience you're noticing? Yeah, just type in the chat box. Continue type in the chat box. So just share what are you noticing. Awareness is the first step of wisdom healing Qigong practice. Become more aware what's happening inside of your body. What is true inside of your body, including the change you experience even just from a couple minutes of practice we just did. So again, wisdom healing Qigong is about discovering the new possibility, the new horizon, the new experience, the new potential. And that is one of the discovery for me is that never too late, never too early, never too old, or never too young. Discover what is possible for your health, for your healing, and for your life in general, So yes, as I did, and what I'm sharing with you, from the experience of tens of thousands students I've been working with all kinds of condition, any age group, you can discover health and healing, happiness and love, wisdom and fulfillment. So on one hand, we're all looking for the same thing: health, healing, happiness, love, wisdom, fulfillment. But the biggest problem I discover over the years, through my own journey as well as the experience of others, is we have been looking for the right thing in the wrong place. Looking outside of us, yeah, with something else, with someone else, yeah. Continuously searching for solution outside of yourself. And that is the number one problem we're facing. So the truth is, yeah, when you're working with energy, yeah, so not only you discover, yeah, health, happiness, love, and life, fulfillment is internal experience. That means it's your bodily energetic experience, the mind, body, heart, spirit. Yeah, it's internal experience. Yes, we interact with each other, we connect with each other, we respond to others, but the experience itself is internal. It's internal. So that is the number one, yeah, recognition I want to share with you. So by working with energy inside of your body, yeah, more the energy moving instead of stagnated, stressed, disconnected, more you experience health and vitality. More the energy open, including the energy of your heart, opening, connecting, the more you experiencing joy and the love. Yeah. More the energy, yeah, opening, awakening, naturally flowing, connecting, then you're experiencing the wisdom, yeah, including the capacity of the brain, but also capacity of your consciousness, including deeper spiritual fulfillment of your life. So the answer is not outside of you. They're inside of you. And that's something is the number one, recognition I want to share with you in this webinar, and continuously sharing, yeah, with us, so we can truly discover the right thing in the right place inside of yourself, So one of the questions, yeah, people asking, usually, how can I, learn this practice and practice comfortably? So I want to suggest asking a deeper question. Yeah. Not only practicing comfortably, yeah, how can you realize the maximum result, maximum benefit for yourself? What are the 5 keys, yeah, to realize the maximum benefit? Not just comfortable, not just, some level of improvement, not just feeling good for the time being. That is the deeper question I'm inviting you to explore, engage in this webinar, in your journey of healing. So first, let me ask you, how many of us can think of, actually I'm asking everybody to think of any person in your life, yeah, has a strong impact on you. Think about a person, yeah, how that person affected you, influenced you, even changed your life. So we all have some kind of direct experience, yeah. So with that said, yeah, the first key, yeah, is the wisdom teaching and the teacher. As I share with you, the most influential person in my life, yeah, is Grandmaster Accompanying as my teacher. Yeah, all these years of living in the same center, receiving all these teaching and practicing with all the students, but more importantly, yeah, is the teaching and also his energy, his presence continuously blessing me. Over the years, even the last 20 years, I was not able to see him in person. And yet the connection even become deeper over the years. I cannot think of doing what I'm doing, living a life as way I'm living without his blessing. Yes, this wisdom teaching is coming from 1,000 years, generation to generations. But he is the one, not only carry the teaching, but able to transmitting the teaching to the students, including myself directly. So from learning from him, I'm realizing the teacher is not only just teach you the information or sharing the experience, or teach you, how to practice. But more importantly, is about the wisdom, is about transmitting this wisdom, including the experience, the embodiment of the wisdom. So not only the teacher teach you how to learn the practice, more importantly, how to practice effectively. And that can take time. And another piece, I think most of us are more aware now, the importance of your mind is that how you're thinking is directly affecting your energy, affecting your health, affecting your biology. So in the system, especially in wisdom healing Qigong system, we emphasize the importance of upgrading your operating system, the way you think, so you can realize your potential. So more than, you go to workshop, learning the information, learning the practice, then do whatever you can do on your own afterwards. And the very different process here. And so that's what I have been able to experience, in the medicine Qigong hospital in China for a long period of time. And that's often people experience that come to a retreat program. The question is how we can continue that, ongoing basis. And that is really the inspiration.
Yes, I have been fortunate enough to do almost all of the online courses over the last 10 years and many of the live teachings over the last year. And I've experienced the depth of the teachings of this system. And I just want to remind everyone about the difference between an instructor and a teacher. An instructor, they share a particular skill, and a teacher it's more about an embodiment of a way of life. It's someone you can turn to for guidance. It reminds me of the Albert Einstein quote, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them." And that's where a great teacher comes in. They help us get out of our own thinking patterns. So I just want to share one of the quotes that our students have sent in to us about Master Mingtong. Master Mingtong walks the walk, and I trust the information that comes through him. His skillful ability to express the energetic concepts he's offering is full of kindness, generosity, and humor. It is a joy to be with him, and it all translates in practical ways in my daily practice and life. And that's from Michelle.
So before we move on to the second key, and I think, some point, hopefully most of us realizing that, transformation is beyond information. So how to make transformation happen? Not only you have to applying the wisdom, the teaching to life, but you have to have a, practical practice. And so that's what I, love most about, wisdom healing Qigong tradition. So it's not about collecting notes, collecting information, collecting, technique. It's really an ongoing practice. So as I, asking the deep question, how you can creating the most powerful, effective practice. And from my experience, is the second key is the guided practice, with a teacher who has not only expertise, but more importantly, the experience, the energy, the confidence, the quality to really, not only just teach you occasionally, but really demonstrating the full potential of the practice. So just want to share one experience in a very practical level, how a guided practice is different from self-oriented practice. So in one workshop, we did well, first of all, I want to share my experience, living in the center. On one hand, we practice so much, but actually most time we are practicing with Dr. Payne's recorded CD, actually. Even the many qualified teacher under him, able to guiding, of course, all these practices. But no one can really match, his level of mastery, his level of realization. So for that reason, most of us, all the practice sessions, we're using his recording. And after, no matter how many months, you stay in the center, when you go home practicing, you're still using his recording. And I remember, the early stages, we will have only 2 CD, actually 1 CD for each practice. There are 5 kind of practices, only 5 CD. Then he created the second CD for intermediate level. And unfortunately, the third one, he didn't create a CD, but he transmitted it to small group of students before, the center closed down. So, and people not only know these are treasure, continuously use them, in the last 20 years after the Medicine Qigong Hospital closed down. That's how students continue sustaining their practice, with the support of other teachers. And he's not teaching publicly anymore. But I didn't realizing, I know experientially how different it is by using his recording than I do my practice on my own. But I didn't realizing the substantial difference, measurable difference, until one point we did a simple experiment. When students, actually a doctor, brought a technology, a machine to measure the electromagnetic field of this body according to different energy points, and translating that information to the function of different systems of the body, including dopamine in this case. So what we did is have the students who challenged with Parkinson's condition. We know, obviously, dopamine deficiency with the Parkinson's, conditions. So we measure his level. The base level, is about 20-some, and average, is 50. So his level is way below. So what we did is did 5 minutes of sound healing for the heart. Xin, xiang, xin. First, have him do the sound for 5 minutes. Then we measure his number, and the dopamine level increased over 40, almost doubled. And the person was measuring was really shocked. He was really shocked. Then what we did is have him just listening to my sound, my vibration, without him doing the practice. And that's another surprise. The dopamine increased to, actually, first is over 40, no, over 30s. When he does it, increased to over 30s. Then he just listened to me. The dopamine increased over 50s. Then have him to do the practice with my guidance. So we're doing the practice together. And the dopamine continuously increased to over 60s. So according to that measurement, a measurable result, triple the benefit than him doing it. So that example really kind of give me an aha moment, realizing, oh my God, this is more powerful difference than when I thought from my own experience. I know it's different, very different. So that example, it gave me a deeper insight to really helping students in another way, not only creating these guided practice, but really helping the students moving forward with a different level of guided practice continuously. So that is the second key. Yeah. Instead of just doing the practice comfortably on your own, and using guided practice evolving from beginning stage to intermediate stage to the advanced stage. And that is a powerful system we've been creating to creating the next level of benefit. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a nice little testimony that Bonnie sent in to us in the fall of 2019. I was afraid I might lose my life after a year and a half of seizures that had become debilitating. I headed to Santa Fe to begin studying Qigong and praying for a miracle. Since then, Qigong has not only saved my life, but has brought about a revitalization of my body that goes beyond the healing of disease. There is an awakening within my system, an integration of all aspects of self that my Western mind could barely conceptualize prior to doing this work. Mind, body, and spirit are truly one, and Qigong facilitates that becoming a lived experience. The guided practice with Master Mingtong allows my body and mind to integrate naturally and awaken this hidden intelligence beyond my own expectations. Healing is a natural byproduct of the work. The healing simply occurs. Now, that's one of the things that I think surprises most students. We get so wrapped up in wanting our symptoms to change and all of this. And when we just let go of that, what people have discovered, they just do the practice, follow the guidance, and work with the visualizations, things just start to shift naturally. And sometimes things that we didn't even think were possible.
So before, review the third key, I want to ask you the question, how many of us, experiencing isolation, consistent isolation, even consistent loneliness, in your life, and especially in this time of pandemic? You can type in yes or nod your head, or raising your hands, and acknowledging that how many of us, longing for connection, longing for community, And also, if you experience, reflecting on your own experiences, how many of us experience the true power of community? Both in small group and large group. So in some way, we all know that, but the question is how we can have really continuously benefiting from ongoing interaction, connection with the community. And that is our next level of commitment. So it's not just offer you the teaching, not only just give you the guided practice, but how can generating the benefit by receiving this connection, interaction, support from a community, ongoing basis. And so from the Qigong point of view, it's about generating the energy called Qi field energy. It's like energy bank, collectively, available for everybody. So the more we participate, the more we become this energy bank. You can access this collective energy bank beyond your own resources. And the benefit, you can amplify the benefit for your own practice. So nowadays, especially through the internet, now we can have the deep sense of community, slow, live stream, as well in person someday when time open up again. So especially during the pandemic years, we have discovered the power, the benefit of connecting slow the community. And that has been an amazing blessing, amazing blessing. And people start to feel more, even closer connection than before. Because of this ongoing process, because of intimacy, even in this moment, yeah, you can feel my energy, I can connect in your energy, yeah, beyond any distance, yeah. So that is the new discovered power, but also from the ancient wisdom, we know how important that is. Yeah. So the next one, and also really important, yeah. Thinking about how many of us, yeah, or have you, let's say, realizing most time completing your project by deadline, for example. That is true for myself. Yeah. And schedule and timeline and the support system are so important in our life, so important in our life. Yeah, without that structure, it's very difficult for us to realize a goal, especially important goal, especially something, beyond our comfort zone. Yeah, beyond what we can do, yeah, in a regular, in a comfortable way. Yeah. So another example is also really important from effective structure is a sense of accountability beyond, deadline. Often the teacher, often the group interaction, creating a level of accountability. And I think most of us can relate to that. You can knock your head if that is true for you. Yeah. So including, from elementary school, high school, eventually, we become more independent. But when we do something, beyond our comfort zone, yeah, and it's new for us, then we need a structure, more support as well. And so the new structure we're creating is really based on, not only what I experienced in the medicine's Qigong Hospital in China, but also all the retreat, all the program we've been, creating over the years to really make this happen for you.
Yeah, and here's a little share from Janie. The existence of wisdom healing Qigong in our daily lives over the past 5+ years has been so important to our healing and enlightenment. We feel that we would not be where we are today, emotionally, spiritually, physically, or mentally, if we hadn't had a consistent daily presence of wisdom healing Qigong as a container for this journey. This is especially true through the pandemic. We participated in many of the live teaching sessions Master Mingtong provided and missed them when they were over. A lot of people have written to us about how important and how powerful they were shocked to see how connected they could be over the internet, over these live stream events, and really have that plug into that chi field. It's very special. This is not like watching TV or any other kind of live stream event. This is very unique experience working in this chi field community.
So finally, the last one, I think as many of us also have experienced the benefit of having expert coaching. And that is different from a teacher, even a mentors. And it's more like a friend, a colleague. They're watching out for you, helping you when you need it. And extra hands, kind of a little touch on your shoulder. So, and just reflect on, I trust many of you may have experience of coach. Could it be, business coach, life coach, yeah, sports coach, and so, and that's another, opportunity can truly help us, taking our practice to next level. Yeah, as many of you have experienced before. So we are incorporating this new key, actually new components into our program. So we're so excited to share that additional support for all of us. Yeah.
And here's a share from Roseanne. Like others in Wisdom Healing Qigong, I've tried many different modalities to improve or enhance my life and well-being. Some have been useful, but none have become my vocation until I started Wisdom Healing Qigong. Not only do I feel stronger and healthier, but my lifelong generalized anxiety has gradually disappeared, and I feel happier and calmer than I ever have before. My practice is an essential part of every day, and as well as the course lessons, including the ongoing teaching and community support. I feel I've been given access to extraordinary treasure trove, and I'm very grateful. So I want to ask you a question now. Are you enjoying the insights of this webinar so far? If so, type in yes. We always like to hear that you guys aren't sleeping. We've had lots of people responding in the chat. You know, one person had put in early on when you said the answers are inside. They, really resonated with them. So true. So true. Everything is so true there. I just saw that one in the chat. Yes. We've been here for about an hour now, sharing a lot of information. And I just want to ask if it's okay if I take about 10 or 15 minutes to walk you through this special offer that we've put together for those of you watching this webinar. Okay, so I see somebody said yes in the chat. So wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to share with you how you can discover and embody what Master Mingtong has been teaching us here. You've experienced, we did a little bit of Lachi with that energy ball. Wisdom Healing Qigong integrates sound, meditation, movement, visualization. There's lots of different aspects to it. And we are excited to share this amazing new program that you can learn all of these things from the comfort of your own home. So here is what is included in this program. We call it our new vision for the best year of your life. It's our new vision of Qigong for Life Mastery.
How many of us are ready for the best year of your life? You can knock your head, or raise your hand, or type yes in the chat. So on one hand, I want to clarify, not only everything is possible, and when you have the right tool, right guidance, right community, right support system, but also be clear, what takes for you to discover what is possible, experience what is possible, and have a long-lasting, sustainable benefit. So it's really about not only temporary change for 1 month, for 1 year, it's about change the baseline of your health. Baseline of your health, your happiness, baseline of quality of your life, baseline of your spiritual connection. That is the deeper question. That is the commitment we're making through this new program.
So our system, as you heard, is based on what Master Mingtong Gu experienced in the medicineless hospital. Zhenin Qigong has been acknowledged by the Chinese government as the #1 most validated as effective healing Qigong system in China. And the Wisdom Healing Qigong system that Master Mingtong has created here in the United States is a bridge integrating these ancient teachings that are developed in the Zhenin Qigong from China and bridging that and integrating that into our Western culture. Our new vision of our Qigong for Life Mastery program is the result of over 30 years learning and practice, 20 years of teaching, and 10 years of building and creating online training programs. And we believe that this is the best program to help you realize your greatest potential of health and healing with truly the least investment of time and money. So here's what's included in this new program. All right, our new vision for the best year of your life includes it's a year-long program that rolls out every 2 months. And in the first 2 months, our focus is on new vitality and health. And then we go on to greater happiness and emotional healing. Then we move on to greater fulfillment and abundance. And our next focus is life mastery. And then we go on to inner awakening and integration of the new vision, embodying it into our life. So as we do roll through these 2-month segments of the year, we'll be learning movement practices, sound practices, ancient sound practices that were discovered by Dr. Peng, and movements that have been put together with the skillful wisdom of how to unlock the body physically and also open up the energy pathways. We also will explore profound meditation techniques, the teachings. We have opportunity for question and answer, and just to unpack this ancient wisdom in such a powerful way. So here's what our members have to share about their experience with our online program. The Learning Center is very professional and intuitive. The accessibility of teachings 24 hours a day. So this is a self-study course that you have access to no matter where you are in the world, no matter what your time zone or your schedule. And having access to that at your own pace is invaluable. The depth of information and the power of Mingtong's teachings are impressive. I look forward to diving in deeper every day. All right, so in addition to the self-study program that I just showed you that rolls out every 2 months, every 4-week cycle, you will also receive live opportunity to connect. On week 1, there will be live teachings and question and answer with Master Mingtong. And Master Mingtong's amazing way of communicating and transmitting energy comes through even though it's online. This is from Diane Dre of Australia. So yes, we have people from all over the world that participate in our programs. I love what she says here. I never felt that being online was a disadvantage. I felt like he was in my lounge room or I was there. The teaching sessions and videos have been so inspirational and informative. I look forward to the continuation of this amazing journey. So week 2 of our special live series is guided practice with Master Mingtong. And also you have question and answer time. Valerie shares, I love and appreciate the wisdom that Master Mingtong imparts. I'm very appreciative of his deep compassion and for gently showing how we can make a positive change in the world. As I learn the practices and learn to deeply connect myself to the ocean of source energy, I watch my symptoms dissipate, my energy increase, and my commitment and ability to serve humanity increase. I bow with deep gratitude. Right, and the 3rd week of our cycle includes group coaching. And as Master Mingtong shared, the importance of a coach. We've all experienced it, and we have decided to integrate a very special kind of Qigong coaching into our mastery program. In week 4 of the cycle, we have office hours, question and answer time, and small group time together. This is becoming really popular with our members. We are keeping the groups small, so there's about 6 to 8 people per group, and connecting you with people of your own level. If you're new, if you've been here for a long time, we try to get you together with peers. and people are having a wonderful time connecting with each other. Master Mingtong gives them a topic to focus on, and then off they go. So it's so powerful to experience the compassion of people listening, sharing, and holding one another through their challenges and their healing journey. And again, this was a cycle. So this is every Saturdays when these happen. They're from 10 to 11:30 Mountain Time. They're live. And again, every Saturday it goes through these topics in a cycle. And if you can't make it live every time, or your time zone just doesn't work out, we have replays that you can connect and still benefit from the information shared. So Mary shares, wisdom healing Qigong is the most integrative system I can imagine. Not only addressing the mind, body, heart, and spirit, but also addressing the deepest causes of disease. And that's really, a topic that a theme that we return to again and again in wisdom healing Qigong. Our body gets our attention with symptoms, but in wisdom healing Qigong, we go to the simplicity of that deepest cause. And this program will give you the tools to go to your deepest cause on all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Okay, in addition to the self-study and the live stream, we have a special package of bonuses that we have put together. In this package, you have 8 videos on empowering your immune system, and that has become a hugely popular bonus, especially through the pandemic, focusing on how the immune system works, how to strengthen it with special practices that we've put together, and teachings to deepen our understanding and help us upgrade our own operating system when it comes to our immune system function. We also have some very special interviews from the Summit on Healing Chronic Stress and Disease that we have put together for you. And these bonuses, they include speakers. Let me see if I can pull up some of the names here of the speakers. Bruce Lipton. Sorry, I'm trying to grab it here. Help me out here, Master Mingtong. What were some of the other?
Yeah, grandmother for Maya,
there you
Qigong
go.
Busan School, and Tara Maha, and including myself.
Tara Rocks. Yeah, some wonderful speakers we had there. All right. In addition, we put together 5 of our favorite healing sessions for you. So Master Mingtong, already as we've talked about the power of transmission and teaching, he does a healing session where we can just relax and receive and plug into this healing chi field that is really an energy bank, as he mentioned. And these bonuses for the healing sessions include focusing on cancer, the autoimmune disease, chronic fatigue, digestive problems, hormone-related or reproductive diseases, and anxiety and depression. These are beautiful meditations you can just listen to over and over again. We also have a nice bonus that is my favorite that we put together on how to clear trauma and karma from multiple generations, intergenerational and collective trauma. So the total value of just these bonuses is $1,330, and these are all free with your membership. Okay, so what is included in your membership to our Qigong for Life Mastery? This is our new vision. As we said, we've put a lot of time, many years and energy into creating it, and it includes self-study, 52 lessons with Master Mingtong, live teaching and question and answer sessions with Master Mingtong, live guided practices, and again, question and answer with Master Mingtong, and live group coaching. And of course, the live office hours and small group sessions. Again, a priceless opportunity to come together. We're also going to throw in our entire collection of ebooks and digital resources. Again, the bonus packages that I just went over with you. These are all free benefits with your membership into our Qigong for Life Mastery. Over $5,000 value. Again, you won't pay anything close to this, but I just want you to have a scope of the value of this program. So this is for you if you're feeling a call to upgrade your health and life. If you're ready to step out of your comfort zone with guided support. If you're ready to commit to consistent daily practice, plus around 2 additional classes a week. So we have this, this is another favorite share of mine. This is from Bianca Mollet, who recovered from Parkinson's using only Wisdom Healing Qigong. She says, Wisdom Healing Qigong is one-stop shopping for true health care. And, you know, when you simplify it, and as he said, stop looking outside and come inwardly, you discover that there's only one place you have to look. But the key then is how to do it. All right, so our program, Make This the Best Year of Your Life. You get the 2 products right away in your library, the self-study courses and the live stream session. And again, I just want you to think for a moment, you know, so many people who have tried our classes have discovered that they've received more energy, vitality. If you could realize this in your own life, would this be worth it for you? If it gave you a sense of well-being, happiness, in spite of the challenges, would that be worth it to you? If it empowered you to release and transform your fear and anxiety and heal from past trauma, past wounds, and move forward, unlocking the gateway to more health and happiness, would it be worth it to you? If all this did was simply enable you to upgrade your operating system, to shift from reactivity to embracing, to help you change the course of your life and realize your own highest vision, would it be worth it? So I want to invite you, type yes if you think that that would be worth an investment in your own health and future. Our new vision of Qigong for Life Mastery, the total value is over $5,000, but we have a very special savings for all the attendees today. For only $117 a month, you can get started right now. Open a new browser and type in qicenter.com/new vision to get started right now. Now is the time to break through your old limitations. You finally have found the right container to realize your dreams. You don't have to keep looking anymore. Your investment of $117 a month gives you access to our complete program, a $5,000 value. You will not only learn these amazing ancient practices, but also learn how to practice effectively. And this will empower you to go beyond gathering information into experiencing the transformation of your health and life. And don't forget the potential that this program offers to develop an amazing community connection and lifelong friendships with people who share this vision. Our goal is to empower you to realize measurable, sustainable benefits. And with our New Vision membership, you also get the live streams with Master Mingtong every Saturday, self-study lessons, group coaching, office hours, and community small group sessions. Again, these are our Saturday live sessions. And don't forget our amazing package of bonuses. Again, the total value is over $5,000. The average person spends hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on health and wellness care every month. And so for only $117 a month investment in your health, you can take charge of your health and healing. And this empowerment is priceless. This can help you heal from multiple chronic diseases, upgrade the baseline of your health, and live a life with more energy, health, happiness, and fulfillment. You shift from pain to power, anxiety and depression to resilience, from struggle to flow, from disconnection to connection, and from hopelessness to empowerment. Get started now. So I want to invite you to go ahead and open a new browser on your device and go to qicenter.com/new vision and select a payment plan that works best for you. Some of you may wonder, so why would the Qi Center charge so little for so much value?
So I want to really share our commitment. Our commitment is not only, help you, empower you, enable you to realize your full potential of healing, upgrading your health, and truly fulfill your full potential, with all the training. But on the other hand, we want to make it affordable as possible. So especially in this, time of financial challenges overall. And not only make it valuable, but also effective. The keyword is effective. So not just give you tons of training, tons of information, tons of material, but how you can effectively generating the result for both short-term and long-term. That's our number one, commitment, most important commitment. So it's not about having more, it's about what is the true result that you can, generate through the program we're offering. So another is also make it durable. Yeah, of course, if I ask you to come to a retreat and stay for 1 month, 3 months, yes, you're going to have that result. But most of us not durable, not accessible. So we want to make it accessible, durable for you at home. So especially, upgrading from recreational kind of approach to health, to wellness, to mind-body practice. When you go to classes, usually do kind of once a week things. Then, whether you practice during other times or not, depends on, your commitment. But usually just 1 class a week. So what are we offering in this program is 2 classes a week. So really moving from recreational to transformative, to a healing process. More from the short term also to long-term commitment. So no matter how much experience, change, benefit you realize in 1 month or 1 week, noticing all these conditions, all condition of problems, is coming from lifelong programming, conditioning. So in order to really make deep change, realizing sustainable benefit, you have to continue not only the practice, but the effective practice. Continue, as if you were experiencing in a retreat, from 1 week long, 3 days, extending as long as you can. So that's what the program is designed to help you to realize the same result in 1 year.
All right. And we want you to know that we have got your back. We are so confident that this program will support you in transforming your well-being, upgrading your health and living your life with more happiness, abundance, and energy. We offer a money back guarantee in the first 30 days. If it's not working for you, if it just is not something that you feel is going to help you, then we'll give you your money back. And we offer this because we're confident, and we've done this for over 10 years. We know that it's going to make a difference, sometimes in a surprising way. And again, we want to remind you that, this isn't going to guarantee that you'll never, ever be sick again, that you'll never, ever have any health challenges, but it will give you the tools to work with challenge in a very different way, that you can not only heal physically, but more importantly, emotionally, and work with challenges and work with pain from a completely different perspective. And that's very liberating. I just want to share some of the things that our students have reported reducing most or all of these health-related costs. How much would it be worth if you no longer needed a gym membership to go to the chiropractor? There was a woman I spoke with a few months ago. Her sister had convinced her to reach out and share her story. She was very shy. And she said, I used to go to the chiropractor twice a week. She had scoliosis of the spine, and in 3 months, she had significant improvement. She actually asked her doctor to do an x-ray to measure the change, and her spine had improved 87% in one area, over 100% in other areas. And she had severe, not just scoliosis, but bone disorders that were causing this dis-ease in her spine. And she just was so empowered and liberated through these practices. What if you didn't have to go to the massage quite so often, or to your therapy sessions? What if you no longer had to seek out alternative health practitioners on a regular basis? Or maybe you could simply reduce your medication, reduce your supplements. Maybe you could even avoid surgery. I like to share my story. Years ago, before wisdom healing Qigong, I had bulging discs and pinched nerves. I could not move my shoulders up and down. I couldn't move my head. I had severe pain down my arm because of the pinched nerves for over 7 years. I tried all the conventional methods. I even tried chiropractic. It helped a little bit, but the doctor's solution was spinal fusion. I was able to avoid that surgery by practice, wisdom healing Qigong. What if you could simply stop looking everywhere for help? Like Bianca had shared, the one-stop shopping for healthcare. If you could eliminate even some of these, you could have a total potential savings of hundreds to even thousands of dollars a month. Again, we have 3 easy payment options, $117 a month. And we realize that, we're all coming out of a very difficult time because of the pandemic. And if you are struggling financially, we do have scholarships available. So just let us know, and we would be happy to help you in that regard as well. So with this program, you get not only the live stream sessions every Saturday in the 4 cycles of topics, you also get the self-study course in your library that you can progress through at your own pace. And the lessons roll out. Typically, the time commitment for this is about an hour, hour and a half a week of self-study. We invite you to do daily practice and join us for our Saturday event. So this is something that, you're going to be committing to your own health and well-being. And we are confident that it is going to make a difference in your life. So what's stopping you from upgrading your health and life. These are some common things that people have come to us with. This is one of the most popular ones. I have a very special incurable condition. And can this really help me? I get this email almost every day, it seems. And what's amazing is that the answer is yes. This is not a prescriptive medical type of Qigong. It's very different. This goes to the deepest cause of health. And when you activate that source energy within your body and connect to that, you unlock your body's natural capacity to heal. A lot of times our conditions are incurable using traditional methods. But when we step outside those boxes, we unlock unlimited potential. This is another one we get. It's too hard. I can't do these movements. I'm, bedridden. I'm in too much pain. I can't even stand or bend forward. All of these practices can be modified. And a lot of the practices that we do are visualization, are meditation. And so they're very simple. They're very gentle movements. And you can start from right where you are at. You do what you can. There was a teacher in our program. He was doing his demonstration to get certified to teach. And he had multiple strokes. He said they left him like a puddle on the floor, and he was completely lost the use of half of his body. And this is the way he shared it. He said, with his good hand and with wisdom healing Qigong practices, he picked himself up off the floor and he stood up in front of the room and demonstrated the practices with both sides of his body moving beautifully, 100%. It was just amazing. So you start where you are and then you see what happens. All right, maybe you're the person who has a really busy schedule, and who doesn't, right? I can't commit to several hours a day of all these practices. And truly, we're not asking you to. What we're inviting you to commit to is a daily practice, about 30 minutes a day. The rest of the material you can schedule around your busy schedule. But what is your health and wellness worth to you? All right. Some people are even concerned about, where am I going to do this? Okay, it's online. My computer's in the living room. Am I going to be doing this practice with my kids around, with my husband walking around? I want to share kind of a funny story. One woman was doing wisdom healing Qigong practices. She had a progressive neurological condition that she was able to reverse and clear completely with the practices. And one day she was practicing and her husband shouts from the other room, "Is there such a thing as secondhand chi?" And he shared that because he was noticing that he felt better when she was practicing, even though he wasn't practicing. So yes, there is. And that's that energy field that you're tapping into. It does shift the energy in your home. Maybe one of the things that scares you about a practice like this is that you've been told pain is bad and should be avoided. And when you move your body, it hurts. You shouldn't do that. Like Tom shared in his little clip that we watched, the doctors had told him, whatever you do, don't twist. And then we started twisting. I'm a massage therapist in addition to practicing Qigong, and I use movement to heal the body. And one of the things all of us know in our own life experiences is the importance of movement to stay healthy. And as our body starts to lock down, the less we move, it becomes a progressive building condition. And so if you could unlock that pattern of losing your capacity to move and reverse that, what could that do for you? What if you could just work gently with that edge of your own challenges and expand your capacity to move? You know, I did it with my neck and shoulders. I couldn't move. And by doing what I could, you know, relaxing, taking breaks, and coming back to the postures, that slowly opened up in my body. And one of the things I think a lot of people have noticed is, you know, as we get older, we feel like our body starts to hurt more and we have less range of motion. And I noticed as I started to do Qigong, that aging process started to reverse. So you might actually start looking younger, feeling younger. It might surprise yourself, as many people have. Maybe you prefer to just, you know, go to somebody else, let somebody else fix you. I know I have clients that, you know, they really don't like to do their homework. They just want somebody to make them feel better, and then they'll come back next week. But the reality is, nobody can take away your own pain and suffering except yourself. And you can. You know, this is about empowering you if you're ready to take on that challenge. All right, so I want to ask you, what would it be like if you don't do anything different? Do you continue to struggle with chronic pain and disease? Continue to feel overwhelmed with emotional anxiety and depression? Or maybe continue to feel stuck with all the complexity of the diseases, the symptoms, your life problems? Maybe just continue to feel lost, trying everything, continuing to try new things, allopathic, integrative, alternative, other practices, and still looking. Maybe you just continue to feel disempowered, depending on medication and on other people. Maybe you continue to feel hopeless, expecting others to fix you or take away your pain or problems. So I want to ask you, when is the best time to do something different? You know, I really think the best time to empower you to take responsibility, to take care of yourself, is now. You're not going to be less busy, less problems a week from now, a month from now. So why not start now? So again, I want to invite you, go to qicenter.com/new vision and get started. You know, like we said, there's a money back guarantee. Take the challenge, see what Wisdom Healing Qigong can do for you. This has been a researched, tried and true system. It works. It works really well. We can't guarantee exactly what the outcome is going to be for you, but we are confident based on the experiences that thousands of students have had over the many years that this will be something that you consider extremely valuable in your own everyday healthcare system. All right, so now we want to turn it over to you and see if you have any questions. Now, I say I've got quite a few things in the chat, so I'm going to stop the screen share and take a look at the chat now.
Yeah, I'm reading some of the comments. Wonderful people feel, you know, inspired and more clear, and also feel that, you know, what they're missing in the past and ready for the next step, next commitment. So if any of us, you know, think I'm ready, you know, by now you can type in yes in the chat box to share with your intention, your commitment. So again, we're here to help you to clarify your next step, but also empower you to make the next step. And of course, continue supporting you, really inspiring, empowering you to realize, what are you looking for? And again, we're all looking for the same thing. So not only, realizing what you're looking for is inside of you already is not enough, but that's the first step. But you have to do it, every day to go into your body, to discover what is true, access the energy, and moving the energy, opening the energy, allow the energy, awakening to the full potential, full potential of health, healing, and joy, and deeper fulfillment of life. So that is our own responsibility. I think the evolution of health, as well evolution of spiritual awakening of humanity, is about we taking our own responsibility instead of searching for the solution outside of you. And that is so exciting for me. And it's so needed for the time being right now. So I'm so grateful you're showing up for whatever reason. Yeah, something inside of you, inspire you to show up, even, feeling the deeper call to do something different, in a sense, radically different from everything you have done in the past. So Qigong is all about doing something, with wisdom, with love, with energy, with a new paradigm, but also really about making the impossible possible. And you're the one can make the impossible possible. So often we need more support, more guidance, and then we think we need. And so I'm very grateful we're here continuously supporting you and guiding you, but also share this journey with you together. So if any of you feel ready to yes, please type in, yes in the chat box. And also anytime you can go to the link in another browser, can register now to receive all the wonderful bonus as well, the savings that can help you, financially, and same time really making this big step that you've probably been waiting for many years already. So with that said, we're also going to hang out for more questions, any question you may have, and Sarah can start any place.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we've got several people who have said yes. Wonderful. Welcome. And the exciting thing is the live stream events are the next one's this Saturday. So if you join now, you get to be with us at our next event live on Saturday. So we'll see you back here at 10 o'clock. All right. This is a really good question, Master Mingtong. And, our story from Dr. Cynthia Lee really would answer this question. We haven't shared this one yet. We shared hers, saved it for later. He says, I've got a very disabling autoimmune disease. I don't have much physical strength right now. Can I still do this? Or is it best to wait for more physical strength?
Yeah, this is a common question. Qigong is about healing, is about starting any place allow you to continuously improve. It's not an exercise program. It's not a yoga program. It's not a martial art program. It's not even a meditation program. It's really so accessible, so adaptable, so relaxing, energizing at the same time. It's really about continuous improvement from where you're at. And you don't have to do all these practice with the movement, sound, meditation as perfect in order to generating the best result. So often I say is your best effort is generating the best result. So not only best effort, for one session, but the best commitment, ongoing basis can truly generating the best result. And that's something, scientific. If you think about, the rational mind can understand. Yeah. So on one hand, Qigong is not a quick fix. It's not a shortcut. There's a lot of quick shortcut. The quick fix, for example, if you have pain, using painkiller, then you mask the pain. That's a quick fix, shortcut, so easy, so comfortable. But the problem is still there. Yeah, sooner or later you have to deal with. And again, most people usually waited for months, even years, even decades before saying, now I'm ready to take care of this. So we're here to support you in wherever you can start. Yeah, especially right now. Yeah. So in this case, Sarah mentioned the story of Dr. Cynthia with all the chronic condition, and she was bedridden for months, even house-ridden, bound for many years, even as a physician, as a doctor, internal medicine and doctors. She started to practice by sitting. Actually, in the beginning, by lying on the bed first, then sitting, then gradually standing up, then gradually able to do complete practice, 15 minutes a session, twice a day, then increased to 30 minutes a session. Eventually, when she was able to do 45 minutes a session, that was like a miracle for her, from truly, impossible to be possible. So she was continuously inspired by these, improvement over the days, over the months, and eventually able to recover totally with dedicated practice of, I think 3 years. I'm glad you find her slides. Yeah, all kind of illness. Maybe Sarah can go over just quickly.
Yeah, well, she had an autoimmune disease, just like the person that asked. She had fibromyalgia, thyroid challenges, dysautonomia, chronic fatigue, neurological and autoimmune diseases that, as he said, kept her housebound and bedridden. And she tried all kinds of traditional, integrative, functional medicine and alternative therapies. She was a doctor of internal medicine herself. She specialized in the very conditions that she was suffering from. She was skeptical about wisdom healing Qigong, but she had an open mind. She decided she'd give it a try. And as he shared,
she was desperate enough to try.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, it actually was working. She shared she did a video kind of testimonial with us about her healing journey. And she surprised herself that it was actually working, because she didn't think it would work. But she started to feel better little by little. And so, yeah, you start where you are. If all you can do is visualize yourself moving, that's a place to begin. And there's actually a scientific phenomena that starts to happen in your body. Things will start to shift. Then you start to do what you can, and little by little, as Dr. Cynthia Lee experienced, she regained her strength and her health. She began actually prescribing wisdom healing Qigong for all her patients. She calls it integral medicine, not integrative, but integral, because it deals with every level of wellness. And she actually started with the online program. She didn't come to retreat in the beginning. She worked with the online materials for years before she even met Master Mingtong in person. And through applying these teachings, she transformed her health by changing her mindset and upgrading her operating systems from knowledge to experience. And she describes this, she shifted from transactional to transformational. A lot of times we start by saying, okay, well, what's the least I can do to get the maximum benefit? But then once you start where you are. Then when you start to experience, oh my gosh, then you start to invest more time in it, and then your mindset just completely shifts. She now approaches wisdom healing Qigong as both a spiritual path and a healing modality as a doctor. Oh, here's a fun little 2-minute. Let's see, do we have any questions first, or we could share this if you'd like?
Yeah, let's quickly share a couple minutes.
Okay. So this is Helen. This was who I was sharing about earlier with the story with the chiropractor. So let's listen to Helen Burnett.
And I'm now in level 1, awakening vitality. And not to say that all my pain is gone by any means, but I look at pain in a different way. And it has truly changed my life. Okay, I'm going to back up and go from the very beginning, before I even found Master Mingtong. Over a year ago, I was in the hospital. I was bedridden for 2 months. And that was November and December of last year. So I went through home health, physical therapy, all of that stuff they offered, but I had to depend on everybody to do everything for me. I live alone. That is not who I am. I don't like asking for help. So this was, I connected with this. It made a difference in my life. I found myself improving daily. I was looking forward to life. It's made such a difference. I was so excited. 2 months after I started with Master Mingtong, I think I had taken 1 course online, and I was just curious. I wanted to know where I was at. So I went to my chiropractor. I have scoliosis, severe osteoporosis. I have compressed vertebrae. I've been in tremendous pain. So I went to my chiropractor and I said, will you take an x-ray of my back and compare it to my last x-ray? We were both amazed. My back had improved 87% overall. I'm gonna cry because I get so emotional. It improved 87% overall. In some place, it improved 122%. And I'm going, wow.
She's such a sweetheart. Yeah. You know, so I hope that gives you a little bit of motivation, a little bit of hope. It doesn't really matter what your condition is. We're confident that this can make a difference for you. All right, so let's look through some of our questions that we have. Okay, we have a question about scholarship options. How do I apply for a scholarship? So if you need a scholarship right now, send us an email to info, I-N-F-O, @qicenter.com and let us know that you are interested in enrolling and you need the scholarship. And then we'll send you the application and our team will take it from there. So again, I want to invite you, go to qicenter.com/new vision and get started. You know, like we said, there's a money back guarantee. Take the challenge, see what wisdom healing Qigong can do for you. This has been a researched, tried and true system. It works. It works really well. We can't guarantee exactly what the outcome is going to be for you, but we are confident based on the experiences that thousands of students have had over the many years that this will be something that you consider extremely valuable in your own everyday healthcare system.
And we often have both, patients as well, professionals, medical professional come to the same program, join together, because this is one of the unique quality of wisdom healing Qigong is applicable to everyone, whether you're a health professional or not. And we all need to take care of ourselves. We all need to, to deal with this chronic condition as well for prevention, as well for life challenge in general. So it's really about, increasing the baseline of your health, And that's including the quality of your life, your capacity for joy, capacity for love, capacity for, attracting, fulfilling relationship as well, fulfilling, relationship purpose, but also capacity for abundance, generating an abundance. So that is one of the part we're going to focus on in the year-long program. So in the 1-year program, you know, it made it possible for us to cover all these important topics, not just, you know, feeling better physically, you know, all aspects of life. So how to applying the teaching, the energetic wisdom, but also the energetic practice to every aspect of life, ongoing basis in different stage, different concern, different issue, different, you know, goal. And that is the implication of wisdom healing Qigong. And that's made possible in such a complete programs that we're offering. Yeah. So often people come to us, you know, kind of taking different pieces here and there, here, there, and they still don't see the big picture. And then often, you know, kind of get lost in a long term, don't know what's the next step. Even people go to different kind of workshop, different kind of modality. You learn so many different kind of technique and here, there, you know, then realizing I'm still lost, don't know addressing the deeper cause of all the problem, don't know how to put the puzzle together. And so this one is really allow you go as deep as possible, but also simplifying over the time. So letting go of what is unnecessary, letting go of what is truly limiting in the long term. So you can really discover what is most important, most beneficial, most long-lasting, you know, foundation of life for health, happiness, and fulfillment in general. So let's continue to see if any question, if anyone, I'm seeing many of them, you know, many of you, again, want to congratulate you that you're ready to sign up, including, you know, German, Malia, and Stephanie, and PK, and I also have a couple signing up together. That's wonderful, Adrian. So congratulate you, and a few of others. Yeah, Leslie, you know, and so thank you. So that to feel ready to make a difference. So let's continue with any question. If you want to, you know, visually asking the question will be also more fun, more interactive. And with this new technology, it become possible. Yeah.
Yeah, you can open your video now if you'd like. We do have one question about how long do I have access once the year is up? And I think I mentioned briefly earlier in our presentation this evening that we have actually several years of online material that is available for you. And we have people who, you know, they just enjoy it so much. It's made such a difference. They want to take the next level, as Master Mingtong shared, you know, level 2, level 3, and continue moving on. So yes, after the first year, you can continue your membership and you can go on to the second level. We'd love to have you stay with us as you go deeper into the practices. It's just such a powerful and fun journey. So
on the other end, you know, people asking the question, you know, if I, you know, whatever investment for this year program, can I, you know, access forever without paying more? And that is kind of common question. I understand where this question is coming from, but I want to share with you our philosophy, our commitment is different than just giving you a bunch of material as a library for you to access anytime, you know, for the rest of your life. You know, how many of us have done this before? You know, you spend whatever money, buy a lot of stuff now, especially digitally. You download. In the beginning, more people, we don't have enough hardware in a hard drive. You know, you put on the CD, whatever, DVD, and so on. So now you have unlimited, you know, digital, you know, space, storage. You know, you can put it everywhere, but hardly you use them. Yeah, you may thinking, okay, maybe next month, maybe next year. I often say maybe next lifetime, next life. That's happened to me. You know, I tried a few programs, just curious. Oh wow, that's great. Download everything and never touch them. Of course, I realize I don't need them neither. But you know, a lot of people get a lot of stuff, just like you buy stuff, put it in your closet, put it in your garage, then you hardly use them. There's no value to that. So it's not about how long you can access the material, have it as if there's some sort of ownership. It's more about how you can make this effective as a result for you within a timeline. So we purposely give you a timeline to finish all these courses. So all the lessons come to you weekly, and you have 2 months flexibility to finish these lessons in 2 months. But the lessons come to you. Yeah. So the ideal plan for you, that's this important part of the effective structure. You take in 2 lessons every week. Then you design the practice from 30 minutes, some students up to 2-hour practice every day by using the materials provided in the practice portal. So you're creating this level of consistency. Then in case if you're missing 1 week of courses, and listen, no problem, next week you make up. That's how you do it. So don't think, oh, I have all this material now, I have 2 years to finish. So then, oh, I have rest of my life to finish. Then you end up not doing any of them. So that is different philosophy, complete different orientation. So I want to clarify that. It's not about how much you own the materials. It's how much you can truly do it, make it happen for your health, for your life now. That's our commitment. So it's different kind of program than a lot of online program out there.
All right, so let's recap. Our new vision for Qigong for Life Mastery, total value of over $5,000 is yours for only $117 a month. So I invite you to open up a new browser and type in qicenter.com/new vision to get started right now. Your investment of only $117 a month into your health and wellness can save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of your other healthcare expenses. With this program, you will also get the live streams with Master Mingtong, the self-study lessons, the group coaching, the office hours, community small group sessions, and don't forget our amazing package of bonuses. This is a total value of over $5,000. For this little investment, you can empower yourself to heal from multiple chronic diseases, upgrade the baseline of your health, and shift from hopelessness to empowerment. So what's stopping you? Go to our website right now, qicenter.com/new vision, and take advantage of this amazing opportunity. All right, does anyone want to ask a question in person? I know we've gone on, we're like 2 hours, 15 minutes here, but Andrea, you've got your hand up. Why don't you go ahead and unmute and ask your question?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Adrian, yes.
Okay.
Andrew.
Okay. My question, thank you, Master Mingtong. I have watched you for about 5 years and never could afford to do this. I just am overwhelmed with Dankbarkeit and joy. One of the problems I have, and I was wondering if you can speak about it, is unfortunately through going through menopause and ladies have a tendency to get dry eyes, which it was documented from the doctor. And then somebody gave me a wrong medication, which made the dry eyes worse. As a child, I had weak eye muscles, and I had operations to correct that. And unfortunately, I've just realized now that it's my progressive lenses that actually made my eyes worse, but I can't see without them. So I'm trying here and there to go without them. And finally, I have an astigmatism where I'm actually seeing, no kidding, like the letters like half on top of each other. And I was wondering how Wisdom Healing Qigong could help me with that.
Yeah, these are good question. People have a similar kind of question, and often is this dilemma. You know, you have to use a medication for this condition, but at the same time, the medication is causing side effect. In this case, if you're using glasses, similar kind of things, you know, dilemma people have. So you use whatever support for short term, for whatever, you know, support, for whatever kind of benefit, which is limited, including, you know, complication, side effects, so on. You want to be aware of that. So wisdom healing Qigong is about activating the life force inside of you, activating the energy inside of you. That is the foundation for your life, foundation for your health, foundation for all the function, whether it's eyes, whether it's nose, whether it's mouth, whether it's 5 organ system, whether it's nerve system, whether it's blood issues, whether it's immune system. Doesn't matter what is the symptom, what the diagnosis is. The energy is the source for the function of all these, you know, different part of our body, different dimension of self. So when you change the energy internally, awakening the energy, opening the energy, improving the energy function inside of us, then naturally all these issues start to improve. So you don't have to, okay, let it go of the eyeglasses. Then you say, I'm going to improving, you know, the function of the eyes. Yeah. So it's like you still can use the support, but then gradually over the time, reducing the dependency. And then over the time, you can reducing the medication, reducing, you know, other dependencies, totally become, you know, fully empowered, fully independent. I think we all, you know, one of the spiritual realization we all have, we want to be independent, right?
Mhm.
Want to be self-sufficient, right?
Definitely.
And that's also means self-responsible, right?
Right.
So this practice allow you to do that. Before we want to be self-responsible, but we don't know how to do it. We're not educated. We didn't grow up this way. Nobody tell us when you are sick, when you're young, say, oh, you can heal yourself. Nobody tells that. Oh, you can love your body, love your tummy, love your organ. Oh, you can gently bring the energy ball as we did in this exercise. Putting that energy ball in different part of your body, you naturally automatically feel better. But no one tells us that.
Right. Right.
You know, not in the education system, not the way we brought up, you know, from parents, grandparents, not the way, you know, our doctor educating us this way, neither, no one. No church teaches that neither. So it's like, we have to discover for ourselves what we can do. So these ancient traditions, these practice made it possible to discover. It's like tremendous potential. You know, another person shared in the testimony, she said, it's like treasure box. Yeah. The treasure box is inside of you, but it's hidden, had not been used, had not been discovered. It's like buried. So it's up to us sooner or later. If you want to, you have to discover for yourself. I cannot give to you. I can show you the evidence of other experience. I can share, you know, my experience. I can share, you know, all the research work has been done, scientifically validating this ancient wisdom, ancient practice applicable to our modern time, including these challenging, incurable, chronic conditions. And that's like completely exciting. Yeah.
What I found in the last 2 weeks, and this is why I said I really need to try to do this, is that I noticed when I do some breathing, and I literally take off my glasses just for a few minutes, I can see larger words. I actually am using intention, and I'm actually, somehow I feel like the lenses in my eyes have become, you know, sort of sleepy. They don't want to work.
Tired,
and I've noticed that when I have this intention and I look down, because this is progressive, okay, where my eyes were like programmed to go to look down to see, you know, words. I've noticed when I've taken my glasses off, and I breathe and I concentrate, that I'm beginning to, it takes about 30 seconds. And I start, it's like my eyes start making the words clear. So I'm thinking, I should be able to do this through wisdom healing Qigong. Really?
Absolutely, absolutely. So another, question you raised is about, different things come out when we're aging, whether it's as a man or woman, always is a common issue we're going to face when we're aging. And that is one specialty of wisdom healing Qigong. It's really not only help us aging in more healthy, more conscious, more joyful way, but really reversing the aging. That's including myself. I feel younger over the last 20 years. My energy is like continue improving. Not like, okay, I have done my work, then I use that for the rest of my life. No, I want to live longer. I want to be happier. I want to be, continuously increasing my capacity of service contribution. I want to explore my potential when I have this time in this human form, So it's really, as so many students I'm seeing, is like a lot of students, they're over not only 60, 70. Last retreat, we have 3 ladies over 80 years old to the 7-day retreat. And they were just truly inspirational. And I know 1 year from now, they will be looking even younger. They were just such inspiration. It was amazing. It's like, I want to do this. And one woman said, I want to live to 150 years. When I said I have committed to live to 100 years, that was like blew my mind.
I have one quick question for you, and
Yeah.
that is my partner. He had West Nile virus, and it has totally, it gave him a curved spine.
Yeah.
I mean, he can do things, but his shoulder to his arm, the muscles have just disappeared, and he has very little movement in his hand. And his whole fear is, and I talked him into doing this with me, is, oh, you can't, it's nerve damage, and there's nothing he that anyone can do. I would like to hear what you say to that.
Yeah, so that is a common assumption. I have this problem. Now medically, a doctor tell me I cannot recover from this. I cannot do all these things anymore. Not this, not that, not that. Then as a result, what's things getting worse, only getting worse, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I've got it.
In a big percentage of people, not just small percentage. So Qigong is about, within the range, you still can do something. Then improving the range of activity. So whatever range of activity you can do, starting there, then you do the activity, not so much of what do you do, but how are you doing it? Welcome. So how are you doing it? Let me just give you an example, okay? So when you're lifting your arm, this way, up and down, this take a lot of energy, more like exercises. Yeah, exercises. Then some point you get tired, you get exhausted, even pain, even, may not be good for certain health conditions, actually. But if you do it slowly, for example, raise your hand very slowly, with the intention of connecting with your body, feeling your body, loving your body, most importantly, loving your body. Yeah, then continuously bring the energy into your body. Yeah. And you're not only just focusing your hands, arm, but also you're connecting with the entire body. Not only connecting with the physical body, which is experiencing the limitation, but also connecting with the energy body, which is connecting with the power of earth, power of the universe, power of life. Doesn't matter what is our ages. Yeah. So that is the connection you're making beyond the physical limitation. So you can do all this practice beyond any limitation, beyond any diagnosis, beyond any assumption. That's the place starting the improvement. That's so important, so critical for us to understand. And that's why Qigong is so applicable for any health condition, any ages. People may, used to be healthy, used to be young, have done a lot of martial arts, done a lot of yoga, a lot of, sports. Then certain point, they couldn't do all these things, which is good to begin with anymore. Then they're thinking, oh, there's nothing I can do to improve myself anymore. Qigong is really fill in that gap, fill in the gap. Often people practice, 30, 50 years of yoga, suddenly that's cannot do that anymore. And even yoga may not be able to deal with the chronic condition they had. So Qigong suddenly able to help them in a completely new way, but also generating the important benefit, both for health and spiritual purpose. So aging is so important. And that is our commitment. And that's also is kind of a tradition in China. People after certain ages, they all start to, learn to take care of their health on their own. The most popular way of doing that in China is Tai Chi and Qigong. Tai Chi is one form of Qigong, basically. So we're kind of creating a new movement, so to speak, in the West. Hope someday you see all these seniors start practicing Qigong everywhere. In all senior centers. Imagine, how that can affect in our next generation, affecting the world. Yeah. So thank you. So let's continue. If there's anyone waiting for to answer any question, to ask any question.
We have two people, and as we said, this is the most frequently asked question. What about my condition? Well, I have this condition. I have that condition. So we have, can it actually heal glaucoma, reverse blindness? And someone else asked, can it really help scoliosis?
So let me put it this way. When you're asking the question, can wisdom healing Qigong cure this condition? I cannot promise you. Yeah. But I can promise you wisdom healing Qigong can improve the function of your mind, heart, body in spite of this condition. Whatever condition might be. That's the first step. Yeah. Then the second step can minimizing the symptom. Improving the symptom of whatever condition you're experiencing from decades, even, from birth, okay? You're going to improve. Yeah. Then the best scenario, as a lot of people experience, total recovery from not only just one condition, multiple conditions, including the best scenario of get rid of all medications. But it depends on your commitment. If your commitment is not matching that level, then you cannot realize expecting that. That's so important. So not just believing it, you have to do the work to generating what the result you want to accomplish. Say, okay, I want to improving, my energy. That's one level of commitment. But if you want, say, improving all function of mind, body, heart, spirit, then you require the next level of commitment. Then you say, I want to get rid of all the symptoms. Then you have to require another level of commitment. That makes sense, everybody? We want to be truthful here. I don't want misleading anybody at all. Yeah. So then say, I want to be totally disease-free, totally, not depend on anyone else. I don't need any, health insurance, for example. Then you have to do another level of commitment. But that has to come from your own choice. So it's not about can wisdom healing Qigong do this, do that for me or not. It's what is your commitment? How you want to engage? Are you willing to invest time, money, and effort to do that, make it happen? That's a really important question. It's not something I give to you. I cannot give you anything until you do it. So that's as clear as I can put it. Yeah. So often, is that another interesting case inside is, it's so true. People with the most serious condition often have a more serious commitment. Then as a result, often they can recover from most serious condition easier than minor conditions. That is like, it's on one hand, it's almost like, define logic, but on the other hand, it's understandable because the people have serious condition like Tom, and he has nothing to lose. It's life at stake. So he is willing to do everything to make it happen for himself. So he's fully invested, fully engaged, fully committed. Because of that, he's generating the result beyond average people. People thinking, oh yeah, I'm challenged, I'm okay. I'm going to wait for another month, another year. Then nothing, no big change will happen. I hope that makes sense for everybody. If that makes sense for you, please wave your hand, not your head.
So Jana follows up with a question. Okay, so how many hours commitment do we need to make?
So my suggestion, is starting 30 minutes a day. Then gradually increasing over the time. So I'm going to commit 30 minutes a day for 3 months, for example. Then next 3 months, I'm going to increase to 45 minutes. Then next 3 months, increasing to 1 hour. That's how we do it. Okay. So don't push yourself. You cannot commit to more than you can commit. Mm-hmm. That would not work neither. Okay. But the support system help you to increase your commitment gradually over the time. That's why the ongoing process, over time, accumulative benefit is so important to understand. So don't just asking the question, what if this, what if that, in short time frame. What can happen in 3 months? What can happen in 6 months? What can in 1 year? Then suddenly you become very clear. That's how you want to approach it. So anyone else want to ask a question visually, especially? Okay, yeah, Elizabeth, please.
Let me make sure you can unmute, Elizabeth.
I think you've been waiting for a while.
Go ahead.
No, sorry. Hi, I came in late, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Sounds fascinating. What does it do with hips? A bad hip? I'm 85 now.
Oh, wow, welcome. The fact that you're showing up at the age of 85, that's inspiration already. So we have
is that any help?
Oh. Yeah, of course, help. So the bottom line, helping any issue. By improving your energy, improving the function of a mind, body, heart, spirit. Okay, and so the way you're addressing a particular area of your body, in this case, you moving the hip as slow as possible, as gentle as possible, as loving as possible, then connecting with energy, you start to feel more vitality, more flexibility, more energy. That is very measurable experience in a short period of time. Then when you continue doing that, then realizing, oh, the symptom improve. Oh, in the best case, people avoiding, surgery including.
Yeah.
So really focus on the gradual process instead of wanting the result now or nothing happen or nothing else. That is the problem of thinking. So no matter how much you can move your hip, no matter how old you are, you can still loving your body, moving your body consciously, slowly, and you still can awaken in the energy. Often I say, the energy you're born with as a baby,
Yep.
is continuously with us in whole lifetime. You know, whether you're young or old or middle age or 80, 90s, that same energy is still with us. That's a powerful insight. But we have not been able to learn how to tap into the energy, consciously working with the energy. That is the number one problem we have.
Thank you. So work with the energy.
Yeah. Once you understand that, once you experience that, suddenly everything becomes so clear. Oh, of course. It's benefiting everything. And the key, the energy is inside of you. You don't have to go out, get energy from someone else. And the energy connection between you and the universe is still there. But that connection is like a pipe, rusted. You have to polish it again. You have to open that pipe again.
Even at 85.
Right, exactly. Actually, in a sense, you're much closer to the connection when we get
Yes, I was going to
older.
say that was what worries me. How
Exactly. Spiritually, we are more connected with the source now. Older we become, closer, more intimate we become with the source now. So in this case, it's not just a concept of a source, it's experience of energy.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I
always
try
get
and live long enough.
Yes, I have no question about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for
I'll
sharing.
call the office because I missed all the introduction.
Yeah, if we're going to send out information about replay as well. So if you want to review some of the sessions in the beginning, definitely you will have opportunity.
Oh no, I'm interested. I'm hopeful.
Yeah. I think people asking me, why are you feeling hopeful? I said I feel more than hopeful because I'm engaging with energy, engaging with life fully, engaging with my responsibility.
Exciting.
Yeah, that's the best way to feel true hope, true confidence, true meaning of life. So with that said, thank you everybody. And I'm noticing, if any comments you want to share, what do you learn? What are you inspired for? What are you ready for? Feel free to type in the chat box. And I'm looking forward to see you, in the next session, next Saturday, live stream, and all the different opportunity we're going to connect, interact again. Often I enjoy so much of people asking questions because these questions allow us to go deeper to connecting with what is possible, what is important, what is wise, what is truly beneficial. So I'm looking forward to this opportunity again. So thank you for joining us, and feel free to share the information with anyone else family members, best friends, or whoever you want to help. I will share in the social medias. We're going to offer more free webinar like this. So really getting the words out, bring not only more hope, but more empowerment to the world, starting with ourselves, starting with our community. So thank you. And I see so many people typing more yes, ready to. That's so wonderful. Thank you. Dila, I want to congratulate you. Again, Leslie. And who else was saying? We're starting with the intention, like see, what are you looking for? And you plant the seeds, then you have to really giving attention, giving love for the seeds. So this is a process, a continued process. Keep on moving, keep on clicking on. You're watering that seeds, you're providing the right condition. That is like the container, and also the right weather. And that is the chi field, the community connection. And you're growing this tree with the trust, with the patience, with the commitment. When the tree continue growing, then flowering, then bearing the fruits. So Sarah can continue go quickly, easy to understand. Everything come out of energy, expressing as love, as wisdom, as joy. Then opening the energy allow you to continue to realize the deeper potential, including the hidden potential, realizing these benefits of health, happiness, relationship, work, abundance, and empowerment, mission, contribution, and ultimately it's about self-realization. So I want to, can you go back to that tree again? Sorry. So this is it's like invisible tree that we're cultivating. I call this tree of life. So often we know, okay, we want the fruit. In this case, is a peach. Yeah. Often we're sitting there, okay, I'm hungry, I want a peach. Someone give me a peach. Yeah. That's how I approach, right? And a lot of people do that. Yeah. Give me the peach. Fix my problem. Give me what I want. Yeah. So the next step is like, okay, someone show you where to buy the peach. Go to supermarket. You have to know where to get it. You have to, go there, get it. You have to invest in money, investing energy to get it. Yeah. But you're just getting it, so to speak. Yeah. But what are we sharing with you is not giving you the peach. It's not just tell you where to get it in a supermarket. Is teach you how to grow your own peach. Grow your own tree of life. And that is an invisible tree, not as simple as like peach tree. You can see it, put it in the ground, the procedure and so on. But this is a new technology, cultivating the invisible energy, invisible power, invisible creativity, invisible benefit of everything we're looking for. Tangible. Yeah. Health is tangible, but the energy is invisible. So in this case, is the invisible tree that you're growing. So I want to use that, beautiful image as a analogy for us to understand the difference between wisdom healing Qigong and other treatment, other modality, other approach, or other expectations. So I want to clarify that. So the next slide is showing this beautiful inspiration of this elder, looks more than 100 years old, with such a serenity, such a peace, such innocence, such openness, such a simple way of enjoying life. And I think of this as a beautiful model for conscious aging, health aging, yeah, and beautiful model to really, offer to our next generations, yeah, what life is about. So that image also illustrating a beautiful saying from the Taoist tradition. The secret to longevity is to be a childlike. So everything we're learning in Wisdom Healing Qigong is about awakening that energy of childlike, playfulness, creativity, vitality, and joy, as well, connection with the universe. That's what is essence of Wisdom Healing Qigong. So with that said, and thank you again for joining us today. And I'm so delighted, so happy for some of us ready to take the next step. I'm looking forward to see what can happen a year from now, yeah, for your health, for your capacity of living a full life, for deeper fulfillment in this human form, especially in this challenging but also profound time in the human history. So with that said, thank you. So we're going to show the last slides and make sure you can take advantage to starting now. The best time is now. And also you can take advantage of the best saving as well, the bonus probably will expire in 1 day. So you can make sure to take advantage of them. And so with that said, looking forward to see you next time. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, team. Thank you, everybody, for being part of this vision, this part of a commitment. Haola, haola.
Have a good night. And those of you sign up before Saturday, we'll see you Saturday. So just to remind you, the best time is now. Go to qicenter.com/new vision and take charge of your health and happiness.